Hallo, meine Lieben. Gott. So, hallo, hallo. Ich hoffe, euch geht's soweit gut und hattet soweit einen guten Start in den Morgen. Heute ist natürlich Freitag, also Wochenende. Und ja, wie ihr seht, wir spielen heute ein ganz neues Spiel. Gespannt, wie das wird. Weil ich habe es selber noch nicht gespielt, deswegen wird es sehr neu für mich auch werden. Also daher seid gespannt. Schaut gerne mal live rein. Ihr könnt mir auch gerne folgen auf Instagram, Twitter, Discord. Da heiße ich überall MausiH92. Ja, würde ich sagen, starte ich mal die App auf. Ja, gut. Dann würde ich sagen, starten wir mal und schauen uns gemeinsam das Spiel an. Dann gehe ich jetzt mal live. Okay. Und, dann gehen wir mal auf. Gut, dann würde ich sagen, starten. Da spielen wir heute ein besonderes Spiel. Draugen. Ich kenne das Spiel noch nicht, das erste Mal. Das ist so viele. Deswegen bin ich genauso gespannt wie ihr. Gut, dann schauen wir uns das ja mal an. Und
Den dag je maar litt det glemmer, foran meg søver jeg om deg drømmer,
auf jeden Fall guck Settings.
om natt og dager like nær, men
Ist
best jeg
laut.
ser deg når mørkt det er. Men best jeg ser deg når mørkt det er.
Lassen wir es. Die Grafik. Gem. Textsprache. Steuerung. Okay, einfach die Stadt ein. Gut, dann würde ich sagen, starten wir das. Das ist cool gemacht, so ein bisschen altgebacken. Den Kriesel und ältere Generation aus. Okay, gerade. Tag 1. Ja, sieht doch schon ganz schön aus,
Water's
oder?
cold.
It's a fjord. You're not going swimming.
Boo. You're such a wet blanket, teddy bear.
You know I don't like it when you call me...
Edward Charles Harden, Esquire.
Will you promise to behave on land?
Don't I always?
Lissy, promise.
Oh, piffle and phonus balonus, Teddy. You ought to know better than to ask. Yes, I'll behave. I'll be a proper young lady. I shan't run or climb things or laugh too loud or call anyone old bean. Aside from you. So, do you think we'll find your Betty in, what did you call this village? Gravewick?
Kravik.
Grovewick? Greywoke?
Grovik. Yes.
Krovik.
Why here? What's so special about Greywoke?
She never said. But knowing my sister, something drew her here.
But how can you know?
I just do. In her letter, she wrote about
But that's months ago. She could have gone anywhere.
without writing or telegraphing her editor in New York. She wouldn't do that. Betty's...
Oh, the cat's pajamas, the bee's knees, Little Miss Perfect.
Alice, you're talking about my sister.
Fine. I'm sorry. Elizabeth Sidarb. We all love her dearly. And Teddy Bear? Edward. We will find her. Betty's fine. Why, we'll see her as soon as we get to shore. She'll shower you with kisses and berate you for coming all this way from Hanover, Massachusetts to the middle of positively nowhere Scandinavia way just to chase her
Norway.
down. Everything will be Jake, old fruit.
Also sie ist sehr redefreudig, glaube ich.
Is that it? Is that Groovewoke? Looks so peaceful and beautiful.
Ja, sieht
And
auf
so
jeden Fall.
desolate. Like a place built for ghosts.
Finally. I don't think I could do this for much longer.
Can you row any faster? I'm getting frightfully bored.
How about you take over, Alice?
You slay me, Teddy, old bean. Was that thunder?
Still distant. The boat will be in safe harbor by the time the weather arrives.
So you say. But I say put your back into it, because we're sitting ducks out here. Quack, quack.
Ja. Quack, quack. Okay. Papa.
It's so quiet. Where is
Echt
it?
ruhig, ja.
Probably working. I know it's a foreign concept to you, but that's something normal people do.
Hardy har har.
The Fretland farm's
Ah,
up
das
the
ist
hill somewhere.
Ego-Perspektive
where?
haben.
I believe it's that farmhouse, all the way at the top.
Hot dog! Let's ankle!
Hold on. Let me read the letter from Mrs. Fretland first.
I'll
and-
meet you up there, old sport. I want to explore. Last one's a skunk's tail. Ready?
Be careful. The ground's muddy. You could slip and fall.
Where are you going?
Ah, be careful. The ground's muddy. You could slip and fall.
See you in 2 shakes.
Dear Mr. Harden, we would like to extend an invitation to visit our home. Trouble to hear of your sister's disappearance. No news to share. You'll find our farm on top of the hill. I hope I got that right. Look forward to seeing you here in October. Yours faithfully, Anna Fretland. Well, I'm here. Where are you? Did you make it to Grovik, Betty? And why did you pick this forlorn hole under the mountains? Also sprach Zarathustra.
Teddy, are you coming? I'm almost there.
Yes, I
On my
coming.
way. Righto. Step to it, teddy bear. Lissy!
I'm by the farmhouse.
Also. Ausruhen.
Just taking a break.
Hurry up. Storm's getting closer.
Okay, dann kommen wir ja mal. Will ich mal eine Pause machen? Ja, auf jeden Fall sehr, sehr schön. Sieht auf jeden Fall sehr schön. Ich weiß nicht, von welchem Jahr das ist, aber ich hoffe, man versteht mich.
Lissy!
I'm waiting for you at the farm.
Jetzt auf einmal rennt die Gegend.
Teddy, this way.
Lissy!
I'm up at the farm.
Wir sind jetzt endlich oben angekommen und Lissy wartet
What
auf
took
uns.
you so long?
I'm not 17.
Nor are you sick.
Ja, das stimmt. Wir sind nicht mehr 17 hier. So, gehen wir
I see the
rein.
flag. It's at half-mast. Someone died.
So this is it, huh? Nice digs. But seriously, where is everyone?
Up in the mountains, maybe.
Herding goats? Are they goat herders? I took them more for fisher folk.
Warum
Rain's
nicht? Bergen,
picking up.
Bergen steigen
We
ist
should get
auch.
indoors.
You first, old bean.
Gut, dann klopft an.
Hello? Anyone there? Mr. Fretland? Mrs. Fretland? This is Edward Charles Harden, the American. We've exchanged letters.
Maybe they went on holiday and left the door open. Give it a shake and a rattle.
I can't just barge into their home.
It's not a crime if you're invited.
I'm coming in.
Genau,
This
wir
is-
gehen.
This is Mr. Harden. Hello? Is anyone home?
This house is as empty as a bird's nest in December. Ah, this is nice. Charmingly rustic. The Boston Beaumont would pay a pretty penny for this setup. I thought foreigners lived differently. This is almost like an American home.
People are people wherever you go.
Thanks, Proust.
The books are all in English.
Isn't that a bit odd?
Mrs. Fretland is Scottish, though she grew up in Olesund.
Have you been secretly communicating with Johann's winsome wife, Edward, dearest?
Certainly not. She was the one who wrote me, because Mr. Fretland's
I
English
was
isn't as...
only joking. Lighten up, old sport. Don't be such a pill. Look! Family pictures. They must be the, what did you call them? What's on the tip of my tongue?
Dann hier erstmal.
The fruit lenders?
Auf die.
The Fretland family. I like them. They look like good people. Well, those boys look proud as peacocks. What does it say there? Groovy?
Gruben, the mine.
Maybe that's where everyone is. Digging for precious jewels in the Stygian abyss.
From what I learned of this place during the brief stay in Olesund, the iron mine shut down 20 years ago. Frederick and Johann Fretland, founders of the Fretland Brothers Mining Company.
They're the spitting image of each other.
Twin brothers and business partners.
Who's the boy? He looks related to the other two.
The mine was only in operation until 1902. They must have lost a fortune. An iron mine wouldn't pay itself off in 5 years.
Can we go spelunking? Perhaps we'll find trolls in the abyss, and we can steal their ill-gotten gold.
There was a cave-in. It'll be unsafe.
Boo.
Betty might be with the Fretlands, wherever they are.
Wouldn't Anna Fretland have written you?
She might have. We left Hanover a month ago.
Machen wir mal Mai 1903.
Johann Fretland exits Fretland Brothers Mining Company.
So the brothers parted ways?
Johann sold his share to focus on farming.
Well, that must have put a damper on their relationship.
Tragic accident befalls the Fretland Brothers Mining Company.
What happened?
The mine collapsed, killing 3 workers, including Arne Fretland, Frederick and Johann's younger brother.
That's awful. How old was he?
19.
He might be the boy in the photograph.
Operations were suspended after the accident.
Temper 19.
Foreign investors out of Frederick Fretland's mining company. Dire financial consequences for Fretland, who must have had a difficult time after his brother Johann Fretland pulled out earlier this year.
Johann was smart to exit when he did.
The timing is curious, like he knew something was about to go awry.
Oh,
Betty,
hello.
Have you gone screwy again, Teddy?
That's
That's not Betty. That's...
Scarf. I'd know it anywhere.
It doesn't look like anything to me. It
She
just
bought it
looks
in
like...
Bloomingdale's the Christmas before last. When she came home that year, she showed it off, dancing around the sitting room until I got dizzy watching her.
I think you're misremembering. She couldn't make it home that year. Again.
No, you're wrong. I'm sure she was there.
Whatever. It's not like you pay any attention to me when Betty's around. I might just as well be a ghost.
Look, it is her scarf. It even smells like her perfume. Shalimar.
But what if that's not?
She's here. I'm finally going to find her.
That's great, Edward, really. I wouldn't want you to get your hopes up. I mean, where's everyone gone to? Something's not right, I'm telling you. Teddy? Edward, what's wrong?
Lightheaded, that's all.
ist jetzt auf jeden Fall in so einer Version jetzt.
You know what happens when you exert
Keine
yourself.
Ahnung.
Sit down. That's an order from your commander.
Yes. Fine.
Ja, besser hinsetzen.
Where are you going?
Ja, hinsetzen.
What are you doing? Come sit down.
Ah.
I just need to catch my breath. Just for a moment.
I want you to lie down. Lie down and close your eyes. It's been a strenuous day. What with the rowing and the dragging of the suitcase up
Auch
the
kurz.
hill.
Well, what if the fret...
I'll keep an eye out. I promise. If they come home, I'll wake you. Now, lie down, close your eyes, breathe deeply.
I'm just going to...
Ja, ein bisschen Entspannung tut nach der weiten Reise. Ich weiß nicht genau, wo die jetzt herkamen. Auch nicht ausruhen.
Elizabeth? Is that you?
Lissy. Lissy. Okay.
Betty? Lissy? Lissy, are you here?
Lissy.
Lissy?
Here.
Hello? Who's
Oh,
there?
Hilfe.
Betty? Elizabeth? Wait! Lissy, there's someone outside. It might be Betty. Are you here, Lissy? Where are you, Lissy? Are you in here, Lissy? Who's out there? Hello? Betty? Lissy? I'm not alone. I can hear you!
Lissy.
Who goes there? Wait!
Klettern wir. Entweder wir haben einen Albtraum.
Betty? Someone there? Alice! Alice, where are you? Are you... Hello?
Okay.
Betty, is that you? Are you there, Betty?
Sei vorsichtig. Brille. Brille oder?
Can you hear me?
The boat, Edward! Where's our boat?
Lissy,
Lizzie, was machst du hier draußen? Ich dachte.
where did you go? Why did you leave me?
It stopped raining and you were sleeping, and
Ja. Dann gehst du einfach alleine raus. Ohne mich.
The boat. What? How?
maybe you didn't secure it properly.
I pulled it up. I don't know. I thought I tied it securely, but... Did you see Betty?
Did I see... What are you talking about?
I think... Betty... It was Betty. It was her. It must have been her. I saw her face in the window, and she vanished into the dark, towards the sea. You really didn't see anyone?
I haven't seen a single soul. Are you sure it was her and
Yes.
not...
I mean, I saw her face, and it looked like her.
Well, if it was her, why did she run away?
I don't know. It's getting dark. Back to the house. And tomorrow.
Tomorrow's another day. We'll figure it out. Right now, let's get you cleaned up. Look at you. You've got mud all over yourself. And then you really need to sleep.
Ja, stimmt, weil wir eben abgestürzt sind. Sieht aus wie
Come on.
Männchen hier. So, gehen wir. Schlafen. Dann habe ich einen aufregenden Tag, glaube ich. Tag 2. Blauer Himmel in Norwegen.
Teddy, come outside.
Die ist ja am Morgen motiviert hier. Die ist ja echt motiviert morgen hier. Draußen.
I just about given up on you ever waking up.
Aussieht.
Sleep well?
I dreamed of Betty. She was in
Oh.
the garden, and she called for me.
Abendberaubend aus.
How about you, Lissy dearest? Oh, you know me, old fruit, wide awake at first light.
The Fretlands didn't come home, did they?
They did not. There's no sign of anyone. Aside from last night's Mistwalker.
I've been thinking about that. It was dark. Maybe I just saw a shadow.
Chasing a shadow. That's very unlike you, old boy. Usually you scurry off in the opposite direction.
I didn't get a good look. I'm not even sure there was anyone there.
Well, there must be someone here. And I'm not talking about ghosts. Or goats. What was it you said yesterday? Maybe they're looking down on us from the mountaintops.
I'll take a gander. The Fretlands will be home soon. And Betty's here. I know it. I feel it.
If you say so, Teddy Bear. Have you had your noodle juice yet?
I'm not rummaging through their cupboards.
You'll be a pill without your tea and toast, old bean. We need to get you sorted.
I'm not hungry. First point on the agenda. Find the natives.
A mission! Hot dog! I'll scout ahead. I'll meet you down by those houses.
Let's uncover your secrets, Grovik.
Ah, wir haben jetzt eine Karte. Ähm, vier, sehr geehrte Mr. Harden, ich hoffe, dieser Brief reicht Sie bei guter Zeit. Mein Ehemann Johann und ich haben ihn am 3. Juli. Sehr geehrter Mr. Hayden, ich hoffe, dieser Brief reicht Sie bei guter Zeit. Mein Ehemann Johann und ich haben Ihren 9. Juli angehalten. Wir möchten Sie hiermit im Oktober in unser Heim einladen. Machen Sie sich keine Gedanken, dass Sie Last fallen. Wir haben nur ein Kind und die Tochter mehr als genug Platz für einen Besucher. Wir waren sehr besorgt vom Verschwinden unserer Schwester. Glücklicherweise haben wir keine Neuigkeiten für Sie. Ich glaube auch nicht, dass sie schon in Norwegen angekommen ist. Ich habe nachgefragt und werde Ihnen einen weiteren schicken. Wenn ich etwas erfahre, bin ich sicher, dass es ihr gut geht und dass sie auf ihrer Reise lediglich eine Verzögerung gab. Wir waren sehr besorgt vom Verschwinden unserer Schwester zu erfahren. Unglücklicherweise haben wir keine Neuigkeiten. Ich glaube auch nicht, dass sie schon Weg angekommen ist. Ich habe nachgefragt und werde Ihnen weiteren, wenn ich etwas erfahre, sicher, dass es auf ihrer Reise lediglich gab. Was ihre Reise angeht, so fürchte ich, dass es leider keine Fähre mehr für alles Weg gibt. Sie werden also selbst einen Transport über den Fjord arrangieren müssen. Bei ihrer Ankunft finden sie unseren Hof auf dem Hügel. Es gibt eine Straße von der Anlegestelle aus, die am Laden vorbeiführt. Unser Hof ist erkennen. Es ist das größte Haus im Dorf. Immer noch am Weitersuchen. Was Schwester, seiner Schwester, noch kein an.
Where are you?
I'm by the village houses.
Let's come.
Up here, Teddy.
Machst du da?
Hey, eyes up here.
Yeah.
Have you gone blind, old? It's such a beautiful day. You could bottle and sell this air in Boston. It's frankly medicinal. Ted,
Careful you don't fall.
You suck the fun out of everything, old boy.
We're far from any doctor. I don't want you to hurt yourself.
That's not very likely, is it?
I thought you were scouting ahead.
What do you think I'm doing? Vantage point, like on a pirate ship. I can probably see our house in Hanover from here.
Did you check those buildings?
Knocking on doors isn't a scout's job, old bean.
There must be someone around.
Only one way to find out, old sport. Did you check all the houses?
Okay, check. Hör mal an, vielleicht.
Hello? Anyone here?
Why, hello, Mr. American. Please come in for a cup of tea and biscuits.
You're not helping. Also, they drink coffee here, not tea.
Savages. No one home?
Hello? Who's there? Hello? Anyone home?
War doch jemand. War das nur?
September 21st, 1923. Vi desperate. Lissy, found something here. Escalated from words to stones. Blood has been spilled. The curse haunts us all. There is no hope left in Gudsforlatte. Good God. Right. In this God-forsaken place. The death of the Jiminy. Death of the children was the end of Grovik. Whatever remained of our souls departed with them. You should see this, Lissy. The letter just trails off. It was never sent.
Weil es ist Angst, dass jemand hinter mir steht.
Did you see this door closing?
It was just the wind, teddy bear. You're as skittish as a pussycat. There's one more house. Third time's the charm.
Aber gleich auch. Haben wir ja.
Anyone home?
Unless they're playing hide and go seek, I'd say that's a no. Three strikes, you're out.
I don't think anyone's been home for a while. Someone painted the word traitor on
Und sie
one
bei
of
der
the
Wand
doors.
stand.
And there was a letter. It sounded foreboding.
Still think everyone's up in the mountains herding goats?
I saw some sheds down by the water. There's the...
Where are you going? Edward, I'm talking to you.
Was machst du denn?
As I was saying, I saw some sheds down by the water. There's the general store, the church.
In other words, time for some sightseeing? Well, it's a bright and beautiful day, and we have nothing better to do.
What on earth are you doing?
Handstands, Teddy! My record is 2 minutes. I'm working on 3. Just go on ahead. I'll catch up.
July 24th. Memorial service. A commemoration of the accident at the mine this past summer. No services after that.
Durch.
All these graves. What happened?
It's a cemetery.
But look at the soil. These are recent burials.
Why would they board up a church?
To keep the ghosts from escaping?
Lissy,
Or the goats from... What does that say?
God is not here.
Well, so much for that. No wedding, no baptism, no funeral.
There must be people somewhere. Where are you going?
For constitutional. To breathe some of this salty sea air. You go on ahead.
Hallöchen, na du? Alles gut bei dir? können wir noch weiter bergsteigen. Äh.
Lissy!
I'm up at the church, Teddy.
Betty would have taken plenty of constitutionals here. She loves the outdoors.
How so? She's a city girl.
I'm sure she gets tired of Manhattan. And when she was little,
Sehr
she
schön,
loved
das
playing in the
freut
garden
mich.
back in
Ja,
Hamden,
mir geht's
especially
auch
around
ganz gut.
the pond.
Are you all right?
I just miss her.
Und bist du schon weggekommen mit... Weiß nicht.
Alice.
Hello.
You'd have thought someone would have seen us by now.
Even from up in the mountains. Maybe there was a spell or curse that made them all invisible.
Honestly, Lissy.
Or maybe we are the invisible ones. But then we would see them, wouldn't we? No, I think my original thesis is more likely.
The villagers turning invisible is the more likely thesis.
Do try to keep an open mind, Edward, darling.
Auch noch
about we don't go back to Hanover and stay here instead?
And how would I survive?
Hunt? Harvest? Forage? People have...
Fretland and Son.
How do you figure?
It's on the sign above the entrance. And on this photograph. Frederick and Simon Fretland. Simon Fretland. Frederick's son.
And Johann's nephew. See, I'm getting the hang of this.
The older gentleman is clearly Mr. Fretland's twin brother.
Twins are confusing. If this was a dime novel, they'd be switching places at some point to confuse the coppers. Damn you, twins!
Uh-huh.
They had a memorial service for the accident in the mine. On July 24th, in the village church.
For something that happened 20 years ago?
It still affected their lives. Applesauce.
Why lock any doors? I can't imagine they have a problem with punks and hoodlums.
The sign says they're closed, but I thought maybe... Hello? Are you open? Is anyone there?
Can't you just bust down the door? Locks be damned?
Breaking and entering, I will not. I'll just dislocate my shoulder.
Wasser.
A boat! Teddy! A hot dog! This is our ticket out of here!
Not without Betty.
Betty.
What's this?
Remnants of the mining operation.
What, mine?
Okay.
Remember, I told you yesterday. There was a mine here, but it closed down 20 years ago.
I know, Edward. I was just checking for a sense of humor. Still nowhere to be found.
Till Min Om. It's a memorial. 3 men died when the mine collapsed in 1902. Georg Hatlestad, Niels Frambu, Arne Fretland.
See, this is what working a regular job. Did you say Fretland?
The younger brother who was mentioned in the article.
Arne.
He was just 19.
How long had he been working in the mine? That's too young for a dirty job like digging into rock.
We're in the real world, Lissy. Most teeners don't have the luxury to idle away their days with games and witty repartee.
Ouch.
Und
The newspaper said the accident forced the mine to shut down.
What does any of this have to do with us?
I still don't know why Elizabeth came here.
And you think it has something to do with this mine?
Or with what it did to the village. Maybe.
Where do these tracks lead?
To the mine. Where else would they go?
I don't know. A castle up in the mountains where the frost giants live? And this is how they receive their monthly offering of meat from the villagers. Goat. I don't understand why they just leave this here. Like an altar to adversity. It's creepy.
Rustic superstition. Perhaps they believed they'd attract bad luck if they moved it.
What did they use this for?
Bringing the ore down from the mine before it was loaded onto boats.
So, diamonds? Gold? Or just boring old silver?
Iron ore.
Or what?
Rock, which contains iron
I know.
deposits that...
Okay, Edward.
Cool, jetzt können wir auch hier. Das ist ein bisschen was mit Horror und. Ich kenne das Spiel noch nicht, weil ich ein bisschen angefangen. Hallo, Franzi. Hallo. Na, alles gut bei dir? Schön, dass du vorbeischaust. Und hallo, Olo. Hello, hello. Willkommen, ihr beide. Ich hoffe, euch geht's beide gut. Gezeichnet. Endlich Wochenende. Außer ihr habt noch.
No trespassing for traitors.
Cool. Want
Kein
to jump the
Zugang.
gate and explore what's on the other side?
It's not safe.
Oh, horse feathers! You may be the most boring man in this country. Where's your sense of adventure, old sport? Don't you want to see where these tracks go?
They lead to the old mine, and no.
Seid nur
I've had enough
vorsichtig.
adventure on the
Weiß,
south
was da.
defense. Besides, they wrote no trespassing for a reason.
You're such a terrible bore, teddy bear. I'll wager 1,000 crowns
Langweilig.
you'll jump this gate at some point, if you believe Betty's on the other side.
Sorglich.
Frederick Fretland. Who are these traitors he refers to?
Ah, das ist aber lieb von dir. Freut mich sehr. Hände sind oben fürs bevorstehende Wochenende. Sehr gut. Was habt ihr so geplant am Wochenende, beiden? Ja, ich schreibe immer in der Story, dass ich dann live bin. Ja, ich bin hier gerade hier gespielt. Noch ein bisschen Point-and-Click-mäßig, hat ein bisschen was Horrormäßig.
The weather is favorable today.
I did a little dance last night, appeasing the weather gods. Thor, in particular, was mightily impressed.
Was he?
Promised to back off with the thunder and lightning for a spell.
Ja,
And don't
Draugen.
you know, he proposed to me.
Aber von.
But I told him I'm not into gods. I prefer
Das war
jazz
Ausreden.
musicians.
Ja, aber eigentlich sehr schön aus. Auch ich kenne es selber noch gar nicht. Ich habe nur gelesen, dass es so horrormäßig irgendwas mit meiner Schwester gibt. Raus. Sehr gespannt. Ja, ich dachte auch so, hä, was ist das für ein Name bitte? Weil ich habe auch Augen. Ja, lass uns einfach überraschen. Wow. Ich schau mich gerade hier ein bisschen.
Everyone turned into a pebble. and they can't speak, but they see and feel everything that happens to them.
There's something very wrong with your head.
Wouldn't that just be awful? Why, I'd be a murderer.
War heute Morgen schon so motiviert, diese Dame hier. Macht schon Handstand und Rad. Und ich bin jetzt aufgestanden. Bisschen trainieren, relaxen, beim Zocken, ein paar Sachen daheim upgraden. Ah, okay, hört sich doch schon mal cool an. Ja, ich werde da noch ein bisschen was PS ändern noch. Etwas, da fehlt noch was im Bereich. Und ja, am Sonntag werde ich dann auch wieder streamen. Morgen habe ich mal Stream frei, kann man sagen. Schauen, ne? Dreher da. Die ganze Zeit denken. Ah. Aus wie Skyrim. Ja, aber nur ein bisschen so Comic-mäßiger, glaube ich. Aber Skyrim ist auch ein Hammerspiel. Ich glaube, da kommt, glaube ich, kein Spiel dran. Ja. Besonderes. Morgen Abend bin ich auf Twitch. Sonntagmittag auch. Bei Draugen hatte ich mal. War mir aber nicht sicher. Okay. Jetzt kannst du ja ungefähr schauen, was auf dich zukommen wird bei Draugen. Etwas. Ja, ich wusste auch nicht so. Soll ich mir das runterladen? Weil ich mag ja so auch so Point-and-Click-Spiele. Ja, dachte ich so, probiere ich das mal aus. Also bis jetzt ist eigentlich ganz cool, ja. Von dem einen Aussehen des Spieles, die Grafik ist auch echt. Das mag ich. Und oder Dracula.
Is that? Lizzie, come here. It's Betty's hat. She was here. She could still
War
be in
komisch, die
there.
Krähe, die ist ganz gegen die Scheibe.
Betty!
Are you sure, Edward? I mean, it's just a hat. Is it even a hat?
Da ist der Hut.
I'm not
I know
sure.
my
Bei
sister's
uns
hat,
in
Lizzie.
diesen Anwesen
I have to
ist
get
das
inside.
Buch von
What
ihr.
about the
Und
breaking and
verteilt
entering
ihre.
part?
I could care less what they call it.
Echt komisch. Doch ein Brief. Komm nicht ins Gebäude rein. Auch rein. Wollte ich auch gerade sagen. Ja. Gestern ist mein Miro 2 angekommen. Habe ich mir bei Amazon. Das ist noch so eine richtig alte Hülle, die man ja so aufmachen kann, ja. Aussetzer. Okay. Ja, das ist, glaube ich, diese Streamverzögerung, leider. Ich glaube, das tue ich dann auch mal um. Machen irgendwas, was. Hast du was geändert seit gestern? Nee. Was meinst du mit geändert? Die Verzögerung war immer schon. Ah, Black Mirror 2. Ja, habe ich hier bei Amazon ja letztes bestellt. Das kam gestern an. Ich habe mich gefreut darüber. Ja. Die Hülle ist auf jeden Fall sehr, sehr cool. Okay.
Here's
Sehe
an
ich
open
auch
window.
nicht.
You seem eager to break the law. I approve.
Das mit der Verzögerung liegt fast Tonaussetzer. Oh je. Keine Ahnung warum. Also Toneinstellung ist alles. Ich habe am Monitor und Ausgabe. Sehe ich nicht. Geändert an Sound einstellen oder was an.
Won't
Nö,
budge.
ist eigentlich ganz halt so, wie es immer war.
Well, it's stuck.
Sehe ich nicht.
Attaboy, Teddy. You can do this.
Stärker ziehen.
I can't believe I'm actually breaking. Whoops, Daisy.
Oh my, Teddy. You're such a sap.
Echt komisch. Weil selber höre ich das leider nicht. Sagt. Technik heutzutage.
Attack team. World traveler. Cat burglar.
A cat burglar would, by definition, enter a building on a higher
Jeez.
floor.
The state of this place.
Oh, Betty,
Edward,
I hope you weren't here when.
is this blood?
Not necessarily
Animal.
human blood.
Well, that's alright then. What does it say? Barn murder? Someone murdered a barn?
Lernmüll.
Barn means child, and mortar, that's.
Child murder. Edward, they murdered a child?
Someone thought so.
Probably the same someone who vandalized the store.
I'm not sure how I feel about being in here.
Don't be ridiculous. We're all alone. What else do you suggest we do?
Damnation. The hat's in here.
Calm down, old boy. Anyway, how's a hat going to help us?
Who knows what else is in here? There could be more clues.
Alright, okay. Everything's Jake. We made it into the store. I'm sure we'll find a way through that door.
Können wir das nicht öffnen? Gehen wir mal zur anderen Tür. Vielleicht können wir es öffnen. Also wenn das Mic in Standby geht, wenn nichts gesagt wird und nur schwach auf die Stimmen reagiert, aber geht schon einigermaßen. Okay. Muss mal wieder los, muss noch kochen. Viel Spaß
Looking
noch.
for keys.
Danke, Franzi, dass du da warst. Ich werde das nächste Mal bei dir auch mal vorbeischauen, wieder, wenn du am Wochenende Stream tust. Ja, dann viel Spaß beim Kochen. Ich hoffe, es gibt was Gutes.
The keys are all gone.
Some thieving thieves beat you to it. Rascals.
There's a note.
Is it written in Viking runes? What does it say?
Lesen.
It's from Simon. Yai put it means
Ja,
I
ihr Pott.
put.
Okay.
Knuckle is key. Casa. I don't know what that word means.
He put the key in the casa?
Casa. I wish I had my dictionary. The note's addressed to his father.
So the key was moved. But where to?
Somewhere safer. Or more convenient.
Can we really trust your translations? You only started studying a month ago.
I spent the summer reading, and I had a lot of free time on the ocean voyage.
Come on, how much could you possibly pick up in a few months?
You know my mind, it's a sponge.
Jetzt habe ich soweit die Cam richtig gut eingestellt. Jetzt Also bei mir ist alles möglich. Später nochmal. Jemand. Ah, hier liegt Kram.
Out of order.
Why hasn't it been fixed?
Perhaps there wasn't much demand for it anymore.
S.
Ja, irgendwas
Oh.
Skandinavisches hat das.
S.
Irgendwo in Kravik. Kravik.
Oh boy.
Irgendwas.
If only this thing worked. We could order a boat to come get us. Or, even better, order some hot grub.
Ah, eine Kasse. Komm, wir rauben die Kasse.
Casa.
So that's what it means. Cash register.
Ah, Kassa. Das heißt irgendwie wie Kasse. Eröffnen. Oh, was drin ist.
You're a genuine gangster now, old fruit.
Yeah, wir rauben die Kasse
If you
aus
get
jetzt.
busted, I'll come visit you in the big house.
Oh, schaut mal, ein Schlüssel.
Wasn't there supposed to be a key?
Here it is.
Aufheben. Gucken, wozu wir den Schlüssel dann brauchen. Außer er nimmt. Das Geld lassen wir mal drin. Wir wollen ja nicht als Einbrecher gelten.
It's the same
Arbeiter.
photograph as in the farmhouse,
Johan's
but
gone. At least, I assume he's the one who's been... Snip.
Frederick clearly did not want anything to do with his twin brother.
Ja, das kann daran liegen, weil ich das ein bisschen dunkler hatte. Aber wenn ich es so weit dunkel mache, habe ich dann irgendwie... Nee, ich habe das komplett geändert. Ich habe vorher immer über PC gestreamt. Dann wegen OBS musste ich komplett umdingsen, dass ich überhaupt streamen konnte. Dann habe ich mir diese Remote-App geholt. Vorher nicht. Weil ich streame ja über OBS. Das anderes nicht. Wir sind dran gewöhnt mit allem. Okay. Aufheben.
It is her hat.
Teddy, I'm not sure
Betty
that's...
was here, and not long ago.
Okay, but if that is her hat, what's it doing in a locked storeroom?
Ich habe vergessen,
Another
dass
breadcrumb.
Twitch jetzt öfter mal
Not an answer.
I know for
gern
sure
Qualität
she
auf
was here.
84
That's
p
what
anstatt
matters.
einstellen.
You know
Ja.
this, Edward. So, what now? If this is a breadcrumb, where's the next one?
There must be a reason her hat's in this room.
Danke. Ja, das ist wirklich so. Aber ich habe zwar immer bei Twitch eingestellt 1080, aber irgendwie ändern die immer die Sachen. Aber sonst war immer die Farbe richtig klar. Liegt vielleicht an der App vielleicht. Ja, die Cam ist immer gut. Aber das Spielerich halt ein bisschen. War immer mehr Farbe, das ist
What's
klar.
that?
Ich habe
A handwritten
meistens
note.
immer über
I'm not
Fernsehen.
blind. What does it
Streams?
say, you silly goose?
It's hard to read. I'm not sure my translation will be.
Ja, die Cam habe ich auch lange für gebraucht, glaub mir.
Johann, you
Ja, das stimmt.
refuse. You refuse to speak to me, so I write this letter instead. It's from Frederick Fretland to his brother. Simon did not. Bloody hell.
Simon did not murder your Ruth. He was fond of his cousin.
Ruth. Ruth is the daughter of Anna and Johann, which means the little girl in the photograph at the farmhouse. Oh, Edward. The Fretland girl was murdered. This is simply awful.
Simon was working at the farm.
Eigentlich muss
while
ich mal
I
bei den
tended to the
PC-Einstellungen
store. I would have
irgendwas
seen him
ändern.
had he passed on the way up to the cliffs.
They thought Simon killed Ruth. His own cousin.
Ruth was
Welcher PC auch ein bisschen zu heller eingestellt?
playing. Ruth was always playing on
Muss
the
ich halt ein
rocks
bisschen
below the church. She
recherchieren.
must have fallen by accident. The note ends there.
Die
Frederick
ersten
never
paar
finished it.
Tage, wo ich erstmal über
Johann
PC
never
streame, dann muss ich halt noch ein bisschen
Not that it
alles
would have made a
gucken und
difference.
bis wir aber einfach
Johann
anmachen,
Mob showed up for
Ding,
Simon.
fertig.
His father
Aber da hatte ich auch
tried
meine
to protect
Probleme am
him.
Anfang.
September
Danach lief es ja wie
17th.
geschmiert. Da hatte ich auch Probleme mit
You
der
would have
Cam,
been
alles
here,
gehabt.
Rocks below the church. Isn't the church right above us? Edward, come look at this. That's the cliff. Right there. The one in the note? I bet you a million clams.
Where?
See for yourself.
Ja, das Problem ist auch, wenn ich jetzt über PS4, dann kann ich halt nicht über PS nutzen, weil machen, da sieht man meine Alerts dann nicht. Naja, aber ich bin
I guess
eigentlich
that
soweit
could be
zufrieden.
Let's check it
Nur
out.
No,
die
listen, wait.
Grafik ist noch ein bisschen. Ja. Halt ein bisschen testen. Guck dir den Stream später nochmal an. Audio ist die Grad. Ich weiß. Deswegen wird auch immer so am Hüfte. Früher war es der Ton perfekt und dann war Cam. Und jetzt ist es andersrum. Naja, höre ich mir dann nochmal an, wenn ich wüsste, wie man einen Test macht. Test. Dann kurz zur Live gehe und dann so selber beim höre. Auch mal. Wenn nicht, habe ich noch mein großes Mikrofon. Glaube ich nicht.
Where are you?
Over here, Teddy.
Ja, für den Anfang finde ich es auch jetzt nicht so. Ja, am Boden tüfteln. Ich glaube, man kann ja bei Toneinstellungen noch irgendwas dann bei. Kannst ja noch bei verschiedene Filter für dann. Ich habe zwar jetzt Rausunterdrückung gemacht, aber kurz Recording statt. Ah, okay. Wie mache ich das genau? Weißt du, wie das? Meinst einfach nur Aufnahme machen und Stream? Wo lang?
Teddy, up here.
Wie immer läuft.
Edward. Edward Charles Harden. I found it, Teddy. The cliff.
Ach, die da oben.
Standing right below it.
What are you doing? This doesn't concern
A
us.
little girl died. We're staying in her home, for God's sake. Are you
Entweder die
confused
schlägt ein
without-
Rad oder
Get
irgendwas
yourself a ticket,
anderes.
Edward Harden,
So
right
Lust.
this minute.
Bist du da hochgekommen? Da auch hoch. Muss er jetzt nicht hochsteigen, oder?
Lissy, are you here?
Yeah?
OPS. Ja, dass man da so testen kann. Dann selber kurz höre und dann weiß, gibt der sowas, wo so eine Hilfe gibt, wo man sich selber hört, dass man da noch ein bisschen gucken kann, wo man noch dran
This looks
fallen
very
kann.
dangerous.
Oh, you're a big boy. Start acting like it. It's not Mount Everest.
I don't know about this.
Sehr gut.
Whoops-a-daisy. What is this?
Where little Ruth died.
You're being morbid. And this is a distraction. I'm here for Betty, not because some girl got
Edward.
herself...
You insensitive brute. You're like the Tin Woodman, no heart.
Ich auch. Kann ich auch
Cool,
machen, ja. Das
cool.
sind zwei verschiedene
And
Knöpfe,
mean,
ja.
that horrid study of yours. With only books and bugs to keep you company.
Ja,
for
die beiden
years
habe ich
and
auch.
Years and years. There are other people in this world, you know. It's not all about you. You're going to do this. If not for Ruth, then for us. We're going to figure out what happened to the poor girl. Together.
Aber gut, dass du mir das sagst, oh, sonst hätte ich gar nicht herausgefunden. Egal wie oft man.
Pat's been here a while.
Didn't you say it happened over a month ago?
You'd think her family would have replaced it with fresh flowers.
Is that blood?
The girl could have hit her head on that rock. There would have been plenty of blood.
Aua.
It's awful. I think there's something behind it. Can you move the rock aside?
Okay, gehen wir mal weiter hoch. Oh,
It must be Ruth's.
Where's the head?
Maybe the killer also decapitates dolls.
Hold on. This pin. This is old. Very old. Looks like something from the Viking era.
We are in the land of Vikings.
This could be 1,000 years old. It does not belong on a child's doll.
Who cares? Ruth is dead and you're obsessing about a rusty old pin? Let's go further up. Maybe we'll find more clues. Come on, old sport. It's not far.
Can you wait just 1 minute so that I can catch my breath? Huh. Did you follow the same path, Betty? Or am
War
I
doch eben.
just stumbling through darkness?
Bergsteig. Aber aus der.
You can see clear beyond the edge of the world.
One
Oh,
second.
Teddy Bear. We need to take you out walking more often.
So, the girl fell from up here.
Was pushed, you mean. Can you see where she fell? Seeing as you're so concerned about me falling out of trees, I wouldn't want to risk falling off a cliff. you going?
Nach vorne legen. Okay.
If she fell headfirst on that rock, she'd have died instantly.
Aua.
Edward, honestly.
You wanted to learn more. This is you learning more. She hit her head and fell into the bush where I found her doll. Happy now, Alice?
I'm not. What was she doing up here in the first place?
Playing? She was a child. Children play in dangerous places.
There must be more to it. Let's find out where this path leads.
No, absolutely not. I don't have time for this nonsense. We're running out of daylight, and Betty's still... You're still out there. Alice!
Da oben.
Lissy? Slow down. I can't keep up with you. Who knows what's up there? It's not worth the risk of falling and breaking something. Lissy? Are you there?
Teddy,
My word. Look away, Lissy.
is this what happened to the villagers?
Oh.
They...
Drags sind halt echt Untote aus norwegischer
One
Myth.
body. Let's not jump to
Okay,
conclusions.
krass.
What about those fresh graves at the church? There were at least half a dozen of them. Did everyone just...
Wer weiß, ne?
They're not necessarily connected.
Oh, come on. This
Ja,
is just
hat sich
ghastly.
erhangen.
What made him do this? How long has he been... What does that say?
God forgive me.
Don't suicides go to hell? Isn't that what your father said when
Stop.
your mother
Don't.
drowned herself? Sorry. Who was he? One of the Fretlanders?
It's not Johann or Frederick. And he's too old to be Simon.
Also auf jeden Fall steht Horror noch.
Do
Gucken,
you
ob das
think
auch
this has something to
horrormäßig
do with
wird.
Ruth? Maybe she came across the hanged man before she died.
Bin
And it
gespannt.
scared her. So she ran
No.
and
This happened later.
there's some consolation in that, I guess. Maybe it's the killer. The guilt ate him up and he offed himself.
That's just speculation with no basis in fact. There's nothing more to do here. I'm going back. Let the poor soul rest in peace.
Does it look like he's resting in peace? You're just going to leave him hanging? You're an insensitive brute.
I'm here for Betty. This is... It's tragic, but really none of my concern.
Oh, Betty, Betty, Betty. Always just Betty. You don't care about anyone else.
Eifersüchtig.
What if that was me up there? Would you care then? All you do is obsess over a scarf and a hat and ugh.
It's all I have of Betty.
Betty, there she is again. Edward, the hanged man, he's someone. No matter what he did or didn't do, he deserves respect. Would you please just do this one decent deed? If not for me, then for yourself. Or for your Betty.
Ach stimmt, ich weiß vielleicht, wer Betty...
I'm going to be sick. I can't do this.
Yes, you can. Teddy. Edward.
Ihr sagt
I
immer
know
zu uns
you can.
Teddy.
You've been through much worse. Where are the Fretlands, Edward?
It's been 2 days. If they're not back tonight,
They're not coming back.
perhaps they left after their daughter died.
Was murdered, you mean? Isn't that what we think happened?
Unfall.
Perhaps she fell by accident.
So you don't think it was murder?
It's difficult to say with any certainty. The boy could have pushed her.
You're really not helping.
Can we talk about this tomorrow? I'm sorry.
You're exhausted.
I buried a corpse today, Alice.
I know. I'm sorry. Why don't you sleep in the guest bedroom?
The couch is fine. The Fretlands could still come home.
All right. Just don't come crying to me if you wake up with a crick in your neck. I'll be up for a while, if you feel like talking.
Ist, wenn er dann los ist und den Kopf um, geht sie ihm den Magen um. Ja. Gerade so. Ah.
What did you find?
Someone tried to burn this. It's addressed to Mrs. Fretland. My dearest Anna. It's from her sister, Margaret. I really shouldn't.
Really? How else are we going to figure out what happened? Keep reading.
My dearest Anna, I miss you so very, very much. The baby is due soon, and I wish for our family to reunite before... It's been 7 years since the dreadful incident at the mine. Can we not convince Frederick and Johann to forgive and forget?
Ja.
I know there are things Frederick has not told me about what they found and why they parted ways. Their grudge is tearing us all apart. Frederick won't even let me speak to half of our neighbors, accusing them of treason. He's so very angry and full of regrets. It's eating him up. And we...
And we what?
The rest is unreadable.
Margaret reached out to her sister, but I guess it didn't work.
This was written before Simon was born, but burned recently.
Vermeiden diese. Selber allein in diesem. Kein Mensch. Ah, eine Aussicht. Zeichnungen. 3. August 2021. Heute Morgen hatte ich ein Saté, eine heiße Zitrone ohne Zucker, außerdem einen halben Apfel und trockenen. Ich habe in letzter Zeit zugenommen und stets in der Zeitung gelesen, anscheinend ist es sehr beliebt in London. Aber ich bin furchtbar hungrig und habe Lust auf Spiegelei mit Wurst. Ja, klingt doch. 4. August 1923. Wir haben gestern einen merkwürdigen an der Johann adressiert war, erhalten. Er wurde von einem amerikanischen Gentleman verfasst. Mr. Edward Harden aus Hannover, ordentlich höflich. Harden erhielt unsere Adresse der Polizeiwache. Adresse in Graz. Ich frage mich, warum Sie Johannes ohne Namen genannt haben. Gleich weil unsere liebe Margaret unter uns weilt und weil ich besser auf Englisch antworten kann als vielleicht Mr. Harden ist auf Elisabeth Heine reist. Anscheinend ist sie Journalistin. Das muss man sich einmal vorstellen, den Atlantischen Bären, um über Norwegen zu schreiben. Klingt wunderbar. Im Brief stand es Elisabeth, ihren Bruder von Eisham, aus ein Telegramm geschickt, um ihm mitzuteilen, dass sie ewig zu besuchen. Warum sie zu diesem furchtbaren alten Ort kommen möchte, weiß ich auch nicht. Gibt es nicht, aber es sich schreiben lohnt. Seine Schwester ist hier noch nicht angekommen. Wäre, hätte ich sie mit Fragen über Amerika, über das Dasein, über ihre Reisen erschöpft. Interessant. Ich hoffe, dass sie hier, auch wenn Ort sie. Ich werde Mr. Hayden heute antworten. Man schreibt nicht allzu gerne, vor allem nicht auf Englisch. Er stimmt mir zu, dass wir ihn einladen sollen, bei uns zu übernachten, wenn er denn zu kommen plant. Immerhin gibt es keine Gasthäuser. Das Gästezimmer ist selten benutzt. Außerdem muss ich zugeben, dass es irgendwie aufregend ist, einem Besucher zu auslesen. Just heute Morgen hatte ich ein gekochtes Ei und eine mit Butter bestrichenen Toast. Johann zu mir meinte, ich wäre albern und dass ich nicht abnehme. Immerhin wären wir ja nicht in London, sollte nie. Okay, kann keine Not. Draugenwald. Ein bisschen Musik hier. Yay. Wäre doch schön. Mann am Klavier. Ich bin gerade mal eben was essen. Schauen danach nochmal vorbei, wenn du. Ja, ich bin auf jeden Fall noch etwas online. Dann lass dir schmecken. Guten Appetit.
I really thought I'd find Betty today.
Well, I told you not to get your hopes up, Edward. I mean, we just got here. It's a big place. She could be anywhere.
It's just the thought of her alone out there. In the dark.
She's a tough cookie. Your Betty. Tougher than you, teddy bear.
That she is.
Okay, dann bin ich auch mal ganz kurz auf AFK. Ich bin gleich wieder. Dann bis gleich, Leute. So, ich bin jetzt auch wieder da. Dann machen wir weiter. Schau.
I feel restless.
You should sleep.
I'm not sure I can. But yes, I'll try. In a bit.
What are you doing?
Betty will want these back.
I don't think it's healthy.
Not now, please. I'm exhausted.
You do look exhausted. Go to bed,
Wie es
Edward.
aussieht.
Come in.
Hopp, schläft auch. Der Betten in einem.
Quite the day, huh?
I'm ready to pass out. Where will you sleep?
I'll be up for a while. My mind's simply racing.
Don't stay up late. Wake me if you hear the Fretlands arriving.
Of course.
Und
And I'll keep my eyes open for any ghosts that might want to haunt you in your sleep.
There are no.
Hush now. Sleep.
Schlaflied. Wow. Alleine zu Hause. Hi.
I will find you again.
Ja, ich bin auch gespannt, ob wir die finden.
Alice!
Right up the stairs, Teddy. Teddy? Is that you?
Reicht mir mal. Tiefe. Oder das Bett ist.
Alice!
In the bedroom. This is her room.
Hmm?
Are you paying attention? Ruth. Can you imagine? One moment you're living a perfectly happy life, and then nothing. Darkness. Forever and ever. Maybe there's something here that can tell us what happened to her.
This is a waste of my time.
We might be the only ones left to tell her story, Edward.
You're just being melodramatic. I'll help you look. There's still no sign of the Fretlands.
Maybe they left town after Ruth died.
What's the point of this? I should be looking for Betty.
I hate you sometimes.
Draugen.
Hey, the undead monster from those folk tales you read.
What an odd book for a child to have.
I don't know. Children love scary stories. This looks interesting. Read some of it to me, please.
In Norwegian folklore, the appearance of Draugen, the reanimated corpse of a drowned mariner, heralds death. Draugen haunts the black seas in a shattered boat. The beast has a man's body and wears a sou'wester, but instead of a head, there is tangled seaweed, and the revenant's chilling cry freezes mortal blood to ice. Draugen has the power to enter the dreams of the living. If you wake from such a dream, you have been spared, though someone close to you... That's enough of that. It's nonsense, of course. Not something a child should be reading.
Do you think Draugen took our boat? Maybe he's out there, on the fjord, waiting for nightfall so he can return to shore.
No.
Your soul lacks poetry, Edward Charles Harden. I pity you.
What am I looking for?
Anything out of the ordinary. Something that could explain what happened to Ruth.
This is real life, not a whodunit by Agatha Christie. There won't be a convenient series of clues leading to a tidy conclusion.
Says you.
Ja, das
Ruth was an artist.
This is very primitive.
Have you ever met a child, Edward? She wasn't Monet, she was 8. This must be the village church. That's Ruth and her family on one side of the aisle, Simon and his father on the other.
A community divided.
aber schön gezeichnet.
She found something.
Where's that supposed to be?
I The cave. Or the...
Mine. It could be. But what did she find?
something important enough to draw. That must be Ruth and Simon's fathers.
Perhaps. They weren't on the best of terms.
They look like they want to kill each other.
To a child, maybe it looked worse than it was.
Children are more insightful than you give them credit for, Teddy Bear.
Ja, das ist okay. Auf dem Bo-
She made her bed that morning. Before she...
Or her parents did. It doesn't matter. It tells us nothing.
Why are you like this today? Betty's not the only person in the
my.
world that matters.
She matters the most to me.
Ain't that the truth?
Das liegt auf dem Boden. Okay.
Ruth never finished this. What does that spell? F-O-R-B.
For Banelson. The curse.
Wanderlei.
Is that figure supposed to be?
Okay.
It's creepy. It looks a bit like the Draugen in her book.
A figment of her imagination. But the box she drew. It looks like this box under her desk.
Really?
Mal auf.
Let me see. Pull it out.
Öffnen.
What is this?
I believe this might qualify as actual treasure.
Is that Norwegian money?
Sort of, but ancient. Viking coins.
Are they valuable?
Not in terms of monetary value, but historically. They belong in a museum.
Looks like Ruth had her own private museum.
Why would a child have these artifacts?
She must have enjoyed collecting and playing with them.
These are much too precious to play with. She should have given these to an adult.
She was a child, Edward. To her, they were just shiny toys. Wait! The pin! On the doll!
This is where it came from, her collection.
But where did she find these treasures?
If we're to believe her drawing, perhaps the mine. She may have found a gravesite. Wherever she found them, she wanted to keep them hidden.
You think someone found out?
These items wouldn't necessarily be worth much, except to a historian or archaeologist.
What if this is how... I mean, if someone learned she'd been collecting treasures, they might be willing to do terrible things. There's a story here. The treasure box, the drawings.
The overactive mind of an imaginative child.
She didn't imagine the Viking artifacts. You shouldn't be so dismissive. The drawings could be her way of dealing with traumatic
This
events.
is what happens when I read you the principles of psychology. You get notions.
You say that like it's a bad thing. Ruth was troubled. The village was troubled, and... Is that a bell?
The church bell. Someone's here. Maybe... Betty.
Why would Betty ring the church bell?
Perhaps she's in trouble.
Ab in die Kirche.
I need to get to the church right now.
Vielleicht einfach nur Gottesdienst.
I told you, I'm not sure that was anything. Come on.
Go ahead. I'll catch up with you before you get there. I need a minute to think about all of this.
Kirche. Ich glaube, hier oben war die, glaube ich mal. Ja, da ist sie.
All these fresh graves. Do you think that maybe
No.
Betty...
I'd know.
But
You wouldn't understand. No one's touched these since yesterday. Regardless of how they got past the boards,
who did this?
someone who'd lost their faith.
Gone fishing?
God is not here.
Well, of course he isn't. You won't find God in a church. God is the wind in the trees, the grass between your toes, the brook that runs
That's
through.
nature, not God.
Can you peek through the boards? See anyone?
No,
Listen! The bell! They're still in there!
Hello? I heard the bell.
Well, this is giving me
I'm
the
here to help.
heebie-jeebies.
Hallo, ich hab die
These boards
Glocke,
look flimsy enough
Glocke
to break.
gehört. Entfernen wir einfach mal die Bretter und gucken dann einfach.
Look at that. The Ethel becomes an Edward. I didn't think you had it in you, old fruit.
Be quiet.
Wie geil.
Betty? Are you here?
Eddie.
Hello? This is Edward Harden. I'm looking for my sister, Elizabeth.
Stop shouting, Edward. We're alone. There are only ghosts here.
There are
Ja,
no
denke ich
ghosts.
auch. Irgendwie ein Geist. Ich weiß nicht.
Lizzie, look. Betty's gloves.
Wieder ein Hinweis.
They are definitely Betty's.
Oh,
She got these in
Hat er
Boston
Mütze?
before she left for
Wir
New
haben jetzt
York.
einen
She
Schal
bought
und jetzt
them
haben wir
at
die
Woolworth. I
Handschuhe.
remember the
gekauft.
day she...
Also 3 Sachen haben wir von der schon gefunden.
She's here.
where? And why would she leave her clothes
Aber wo
lying
ist-
around? It doesn't make
Breadcrumbs.
sense.
Frage, ne?
She's sending me a message. She knew I'd recognize her gloves, her hat. She's left a trail for me to follow, like Ariadne's red thread.
We're not in a lab.
Betty will have left more crumbs.
Betty. You're turning into such a pill.
Bisschen eifersüchtig, glaube ich. Okay, wenn man immer denselben Namen sagt.
What happened here?
The sign on the door. God is not here. Their faith was challenged. And it didn't. The church book, a record of births and deaths.
So we can find out what happened to the people in the village?
And, Elizabeth. I mean, if she was dead.
Her name would be in the book.
Vandals. Tore it to pieces.
I
Schale.
don't think the missing pages left the church. Look.
Eine ausgerissene Seite.
How many pages are missing?
I counted 4.
They're probably all still here. I know. Let's make it a competition. 1-0 to Team Me. Isn't this a fire hazard?
They're not always lit. Each candle represents a single prayer.
That's a lot of prayers.
There were a lot of deaths. They considered this a sacred place. For them to destroy it. This was an act of desperation and anger.
Ah, hier ist noch 'ne Sa also,
I
insgesamt
wanted you to find that one. I know what a rotten loser you are. The final dinner.
The Last Supper. Who taught you about the New Testament?
I pick up on things. Most folks aren't heathens, like you.
ja, aber ich
Found another one. You get it. It's right here.
What are you doing? We're in a church.
You didn't
die
believe
geht
God.
echt überall
I do
drauf
believe in
und die
civility.
Bergsteigen. What are you Warte kurz. Ich gehe ganz kurz zu diesem einen Buch.
I've never seen you read the Bible before.
I've read the Bible many times. It's an important historical document.
Heilige
For he is our peace, who hath made both one, and hath broken down the middle wall of partition between us.
Did you just translate that into Olden English?
I happen to know the verse by heart.
You still manage to surprise me sometimes.
Okay.
Jesus looks sad.
What reason would Jesus have to be happy?
Don't be blasphemous.
Given that this is all fiction, blasphemy is a contradiction.
Heretic.
Okay, wo hier ist noch 'ne haben wir denn hier
What's that?
The last sermon that was held here.
hier
What
doch
does it
keine
say?
Seite. Okay.
The vicar's handwriting is hard to decipher, and the language. He talks about the village being divided for 20 years. This sermon was held on the anniversary of the accident this past summer. He's asking the congregation to help heal old wounds, to forgive, move on. Something to the effect of, you sit in separate aisles in God's house.
Like Ruth's drawing. I told you, she was perceptive.
It sounds like Grovik was split in two, between those who stood by Johann and those who supported Frederick.
Because of Ruth?
The sermon is from before that. No,
Boah,
this
hier
is all about
knackt
the
alles.
preceding 20
Echt
years of
der
division
Hammer,
and
ey.
disagreements. Here's something else.
Ein Fluch.
Many of you believe Grovik was cursed 20 years ago. God has not cursed you. This curse is of your own making.
Ruth's drawing mentioned a curse. What do you think that means?
It means they believed they were cursed, and that they needed something or someone to blame for their misfortune.
Vergib.
Tilgi varandra.
Edward?
Forgive each other. It addresses Johann and Frederick directly, but I wonder if they were even here.
Well, they were twin brothers. They must have been close once. How could they allow their grudge to escalate until...
You call each other traitors, but the only thing you've betrayed are the bonds that unite us.
Okay, wir gucken, ob wir noch irgendwo eine Seiten. Geh mal zu diesen Glockenteil und
What's this rope for?
The bell.
klingeln wir mal.
This is the bell we heard ringing?
I don't see any other bells.
So you have to stand here and pull this rope to ring it.
Yes.
But there was no one here. You didn't see anyone, right?
No. No one.
Ghosts. I'm telling you, it's ghosts. So what happened to the hunchback of Grovik?
They must be here still. There's only the one exit.
Maybe it was the wind.
A church bell's too heavy. It can't have been the wind. I mean... I don't know. Maybe it was the wind. There's no one here.
We need to find all the pages.
Sehen wir mal. Gucken. Ding, ding.
I don't like that sound. Please stop. The missing pages must be here somewhere.
Will der noch von? Hm.
Where are you going?
Ja, nach den
Where are you
Seiten.
going?
Gibt's irgendwie keine Seiten.
Stop it. We need to find all the pages.
Ja, aber wo kommt denn die jetzt her? War eben gar keine.
You found another one? Don't forget about this page.
Alle.
2 for 2. A tie. Good job, Teddy. Old
Stop,
bean.
Lissy. This is not a game. Betty's out there.
Of horse feathers. Stop being so gosh darn tedious, Edward. Bitty, bitty, bitty. Will you ever shut up about your precious Betty? Put those pages back in the book, and I'll stop trying to cheer you up.
Ja, jetzt haben wir alle Seiten gefügt.
This book goes back years. It lists births and deaths. Here's the third Fretland brother, the one who died in the cave-in. Someone added the word for Banelson, probably quite recently.
What does that mean again?
Curse. That word is all over this book. Not just the men who died in the mine, but other deaths in the last 20 years.
Ruth's drawing and the sermon both mentioned a curse. What do you think it means?
I don't know. There were surprisingly few births.
Perhaps they blame that on the curse as well.
Blätter.
Look here. Ruth Elsa Fretland. She was buried in the cemetery. And the next entry, Simon Fretland. Now this is interesting.
Simon is dead? Oh, that's dreadful.
He drowned the day after Ruth died. Probably no coincidence. See what's scribbled next to it?
Mord?
Murder.
Who killed him? Ruth's father? Or the mob that trashed the store?
It doesn't say. After the children, a half-dozen deaths in a single week.
The curse.
It's listed as the cause for every single death.
Maybe there really was a curse.
Primitive superstition. But something changed after
Hmm.
Ruth and Simon. It might explain why there's no one around.
Edward, if it killed everyone, how's that not a curse? What does that word say? Next to those names at the bottom. For a
Traitor.
No. Okay, umblättern. Mal gucken.
Edward? What's wrong?
Elsen.
The final entry. There's no name. Alice, what if...
Oh, Edward, no.
Betty,
It doesn't mean she's...
she's not dead. She can't be. I'd know. I'd know.
Teddy.
I need to see the grave for myself. It's not Betty. Betty.
Teddy? Where are you going? Don't leave me!
Where is it? You better not be here, Betty. I'll never forgive you. I don't see it. They all look the same. Ah.
Hier ist ein Grab.
This one. It's unmarked.
What are you doing?
Der will sie jetzt aufgraben.
Completely mad. Edward, stop it!
Nee, noch nicht. Aber jetzt. Tada!
It's not her. It's not Betty. It's not her.
Oh, Edward. What have you done?
Er war
It's
aufgegraben.
not Elizabeth. I was so afraid.
You're a monster.
But I had to be sure. If Betty...
To hell with your Betty! When did she ever shed a tear for you?
Don't talk about my baby sister like
Or
that.
what? Or what, Edward? What will you do? Ignore us? Banish us? You've spent your entire life chasing her. When are you going to do something useful with what's left of it?
Quiet! Just leave me be.
Fine.
Lizzie,
What?
Alice, come back. Don't leave me alone. Please, come back. I need you.
Okay. Was ist das jetzt? Geister. Was wir zugraben?
Lizzie, where are you?
Izzy, wo bist du?
Lizzie. I was afraid you'd left me.
Nö, Sarg ist, glaube ich, überbewertet.
No!
Izzy, sei vernünftig.
Lizzie. Hey. Lizzie, please listen to me. I didn't mean what I said.
Of course you meant it. Everything's always about Betty. Betty, Betty.
I care about you both.
Until it really matters. Then it's obvious who matters more.
I thought.
Ich wusste, dass sie kein Mensch
I wish
ist
she
irgendwie.
was.
Don't.
Bleib doch nur stehen.
Please, talk to me.
What's there to talk about?
You can't keep running away from me.
You think you own me? That you control me? That you get to decide how I feel and what I do every minute of every day? That I'm your puppet, your little plaything? Well, fuck you, Edward Charles Harden! I never should have come here with you on this pointless chase!
Now, be reasonable.
Also die ist mega sauer jetzt irgendwie. Ja, ich dachte, es wäre eine normale Person gewesen, aber irgendwie nicht. Sehr überraschend auf jeden Fall.
What are you doing?
What I
Oh.
should have done years ago. Maybe now you'll learn to appreciate us.
Now listen to me. Please, listen. Hear me out. Don't do this.
Warte.
I need you. I'm not whole without you. I can't lose you. I can't live without you. Don't, please, don't, no. What? No!
Oh je.
Oh, Alice. What have you done? Please, be all right. Please, don't.
You make me sick, Edward.
Ah, was.
Your mother and father would be ashamed. Elizabeth would be ashamed. They did not think you deserved their love, so they abandoned you.
Don't.
Jetzt kommt der Horror-Feeling.
Oh, my child. We are all that you have, and we love you. We are here. With us, you are never alone. Do not forget.
No, Never. I never forget. I am never alone.
Alles ändert sich. Trophäe. Tag 4.
Wake up, Edward. Stop hiding.
Hallo. Lizzie.
Without us, you are nothing. You cannot hide from us.
Where's Lissy?
Alice is not here.
Bring her back. Please. I need her to...
Alice does not love Elizabeth like you do.
She loves me.
Not like I do, Edward.
I'm so tired.
Hmm.
Please.
What do you want?
I think of you so often. You
Ja,
have
ist
no
er wieder.
idea.
You just want me to forgive you so that we can keep looking for your precious, perfect Betty.
She needs us.
She never needed you, Teddy Bear. And she certainly doesn't need us.
I can't find her on my own.
Well, it's just too bad, my darling Edward. Because we're done playing second fiddle to little sis.
Wait, don't go. I'm talking to you, Lissy. Oh.
Wir hatten doch Handschuhe gehabt. Bitte.
Please. Listen. Lissy, you can't keep vanishing on me.
Try me.
Why are you so angry?
You do not know anger, Edward.
Did you ever meet my father?
Alice does not want to speak with you.
And what about you? Are you going to help me?
God helps those who help themselves.
I don't need God's help. I need Lissy.
Do you, though? Did you ever?
What? Of course, Alice,
Bitte.
don't go. Hear me out. I depend on you both.
You can never depend on other people, Edward.
I'm not sure you count as other people.
Everyone leaves, one way or another.
You don't. You can't.
Is that a challenge?
Stop playing games.
Are you ordering me, teddy bear?
I'm asking you.
Teddy bear.
Didn't your father always tell you to stand up for yourself? To be a real man and not a sissy? Maybe that's why he put the gun to his head and pulled the trigger. Kaboom! He was so disappointed about what his only son had turned into.
You're a monster.
Takes one to know one. Old fruit.
Huh.
I gave you this jacket. Betty.
Okay, wir haben jetzt einen Hut, einen Schal, Handschuhe und den Mantel.
You were here.
Ob sie hier war? Gute Frage. Die will uns mit uns reden. Hör zu.
I'm trying to talk to you. Lissy, I'm tired of chasing you. Alice, be reasonable. Lissy, look. Her jacket. I'm sure it wasn't here yesterday, which means
Jesus Christ,
Betty was
Teddy.
here. Perhaps when we were out yesterday. She
Betty,
must have...
Betty.
Betty, Betty.
You love Betty more than you love us. But don't you see? What has Betty done that we haven't? What can she do that we cannot? We've always been there for you. Why do you keep looking for her?
She's real. You're not.
So?
What? You decide what is real. We are real to you.
It will never be the same.
She does not want you.
Who are you
Hilfe.
talking about?
Why do you think Betty left? She was sick and tired of us. She wanted to escape.
Like mother.
Drowning herself because she couldn't stop being around
Typisch.
us.
Ja, aber echt.
Like father.
Bang! Right in the coconut.
Stop.
You drive them all away, Edward.
Verrückt geworden hier.
Into death.
But not us. We're always here for you.
I beg you.
You are never alone.
Stop! Leave me alone, both of you.
You want to be alone?
You really want to be alone?
Fine. You're alone.
Good.
Eigentlich schon, da stand der Horcher, Moment. Adventure, Rätsel, Horror, Indie-Game und Action. Ich dachte, jetzt kommen mal so richtige Jumpscare hier. Ist auch zum ersten Mal, dass ich das spiele. Also ich habe ich bin auch sehr durcheinander auch. Ja, manchmal kommt es anders, da wie es ist, ne? Okay, wo sind die alle jetzt? Ja, irgendwie immerhin etwas, oder? Okay, wo sind die alle jetzt? Oh, was jetzt? Ich bin nicht allein. Trophy. Tag 5. Man kann das sogar auf Schwarz-Weiß spielen. Bisschen altgebacken.
Betty? Elizabeth? Is that you?
Ah, da ist jetzt der Mantel und die Handschuhe. Sehr gut. Ich hoffe, du hörst mich soweit jetzt besser als vorher.
Are you upstairs?
Dann gehen wir mal hoch. Lesen.
Betty, I'm coming.
Glaube ich nicht.
Betty? Betty, are you in there? Open the door.
Einschlagen.
I'm coming in. Stand away from the door.
Ich habe nur einen Filter weggemacht. Aber trotzdem, wenn ich ein bisschen leiser rede, dann hört man das nicht. Das ist aber normal. Wenn nicht, mache ich mein zweites Mikrofon. Ich bin auch so ein
No.
Standmikrofon. Mal gucken.
No. Oh. Oh, thank you.
Oh
Thank
je.
you. I thought it was you, Betty. But who?
Hä, wer ist das?
Anna.
Ja? Okay. Diesen.
It's from Johann, addressed to his wife.
Viele wohnen denn in diesem Raum?
Did you notice the handwriting, Betty? He was clearly distraught. Knock, knock. Enough is enough. After decades of strife, I pray that God will... Tilly, forgive me. I am tired of secrets. For 20 years I've kept my silence about our discovery, but my silence has only led to misfortune, and my cowardice has only led to death. I will make Frederick pay for what he has done to us, for what they have done to our Ruth. When it is over, I will let the ocean take me to you and Ruth. May God forgive me. Anna was already dead when he wrote this. He had no one else to confess to. What now, Betty? Johann went to confront his brother, probably at Frederick's farm. And then?
Okay, das war schon mal wieder nicht Betty. Wo ist eigentlich die? Echt?
You said this was a gift from another unlucky suitor. It was precious to you. You wouldn't have left it here unless... A signpost. A breadcrumb. You followed Johann to Frederick Fretland's farm, and then to the mine. You wouldn't let this go, Betty. You'd follow your story to the end. All the way to the end.
Hm.
So where is Frederick's farm? The gate. Frederick's warning. The path leads to his farm.
Ah, hallo. Oh, was für ein dichter Nee.
What led you to this place?
Ah, jetzt können wir auch da durch.
All these fragments. You would piece them together into a story, wouldn't you, Betty? So, what do we know? Johann and Frederick are partners, and on good terms. something happens in the mind. Disagreements
Ah, dieses.
lead to a falling out. And at the end of it all, 20 years later, Johann walks this path to confront Frederick. Was this your doing, Johann? Did you burn your brother's farm to the ground? And where were you, Betty? Did you witness their fall?
Folgt mal kurz der Schiene. Redland Mini AS 1800. Da noch zu. Da einbrechen.
Betty?
Ah, hier ist was. Backer Redland. Okay, der sagt nichts. Abstand.
Simon's grave. Born
Egal,
December
das kommt ein
5th,
bisschen später an.
1909,
Trinke ich noch mal einen
died
Schluck.
September 17th, 1923. Why bury Simon here
Prost.
and not at the cemetery? His wife's grave is also here. Perhaps Frederick wanted nothing to do with the church or with their God. I could really use your imagination, Betty. You'd figure this out in no time.
Hm. Ein Save.
What do you reckon, Betty?
Eröffnung der Mine. Reicht. Margarets Geburtstag, weil viele nehmen ja auch sein Geburtsdatum. Bei manchen. Dann ist es Simons Geburtstag. Als guter
Let's try
Letzt.
Simon's birthday.
Alle gute Dinge sind 3. Jawoll. Aufheben.
Another Viking artifact, Betty. Most likely from the same treasure Ruth found. Postmarked in Boston. That's a curious coincidence. Dear Frederick, I hope this letter, it's in English, Betty. Hope this letter finds you and the boy in good health. We're concerned about you both. No word from you for almost 2 years now. All of us still heartbroken about Margaret's passing. We know things have been difficult for you and Simon. Mr. Fretland, we expect you to
Best
take care of this problem.
Mann.
If the discovery is made public, the authorities will intervene and the mine will be shut down. Should this happen, we will consider it a breach of our contract, and we will withdraw our investment. You and your brother will be responsible for all debts and losses. Johann must be convinced to wall up the chamber. We have already dealt with the worker who made the discovery.
Ein Key. Also wir kommen vielleicht jetzt ins Gebäude rein.
The Fretland Mining Company. This must be for that locked shed. You went to the mine. I hope our guardian angel watched over you. All right, Betty. So what happens next in your story? Johann and Frederick discover something in the mine. A cave or chamber of archaeological value. They argue about what to do. If the discovery is made public, it's the end of their enterprise. Johann is convinced or paid to walk away. Their secret stays hidden. Then, a few months later,
Ja.
the accident. 3 men die. The investors pull out. The mine shuts down. Frederick's up to his neck in debt.
Wo war der Schub? Nebel sieht man nicht. Folg einfach der Schiene mal, dann halt. Da ist er. Hin.
Cursed mine in Grovik. Locals struggle with bad crops and livestock deaths and blame it on... They thought they were cursed because of the mine. A thing like that becomes self-fulfilling. If you believe you're cursed, every misfortune feeds the delusion.
Klettern. Da ist aber jetzt nicht viel in diesem,
So, 20 years pass.
Flug.
The Fretland feud tears the village apart, setting neighbor against neighbor. And then, Ruth stumbles across the secret in the mine. After all this time, the truth may finally come to light, but she dies. And the day after, Simon is murdered. It's a catalyst. Old grievances resurface. No matter who you stand with, you're a traitor. Things escalate. More people die. From disease, despair, suicides, murder.
Ach, hier geht's hoch.
All because of the mine. Because of what they found there.
Oh.
And what they covered up. There was no one to stop it, Betty. They were alone. That's the real curse of Grovik. Isolation.
Mal gucken, was uns dann in der Mine überhaupt entgegenkommt.
This place is cursed. Ridiculous.
Ah, das ist der Kopf von dieser einen Puppe, die wir ja gefunden hatten bei unseren Anwesen.
Ruth was here the day she fell. Something spooked her, and then she ran all the way to the cliff where... Do you know what happened, Betty? Did you witness it?
Oh. Gehen wir jetzt in der Höhle der Löwen rein.
Hello? Betty, are you in there? Please answer me.
Oh, ist das dunkel. Hat ein Feuerzeug, der hält auch nicht lang. Lampe nicht. Aufheben. Jackie.
This is Mother's brooch. You always wore this. You wouldn't take it off unless... You left it here for a reason.
Egal.
What am I not seeing?
Oh. Okay, schauen wir mal durch. Wollen wir so. Ah, Jumpscare. Krähe. Oh. Das ist gleich alles zusammen. Schnell. Renn doch. Voll.
Elizabeth? Is that
Das ist doch
is that
Veräpplung.
you?
Edward? Where are you?
I'm on my way, Betty. Wait for me.
Schnell. Er klettert doch. Kletter. Ich denke mal, das ist vielleicht fake. Mal gucken, ob das nur veräppelt ist oder
Stay where you are.
ob das die Betty wirklich ist. Ich komme doch schon.
Edward?
Ja, ich bin auf dem Weg.
Edward? Where are you?
I'm on my way.
Edward, please! Hurry!
I'm coming,
I'm
Betty.
coming.
Edward!
I'm almost there.
Ja, ne? Eigentlich ist doch der Urlaub so entspannt sein, aber jetzt müssen wir ja irgendwie, ja, ganz anderer Urlaub, der echt nicht langweilig ist.
Just stay put.
Edward? Where are you?
Das ist doch fake, oder?
Oh, Edward, hurry!
Wenn wir uns
I'm coming.
veräppeln. Schnell. Außer es ist kein Fake.
Edward, is that you? I'm in here.
Thank
Oh.
God. Thank God.
Hä?
You're here. You're inside the house.
Hä, aber wo ist sie?
Isn't that right, Betty? You're finally here.
Escape Room, ja. Adventure schon, ja. Könnte ein bisschen so Krimi-mäßig sein. Aber Horror. Rätsel war jetzt auch jetzt. Also hat er meistens alles allein getötet. Der Kammer.
You're here. You're inside the house.
Haus in dem Haus, oder? Hier ist doch kein Mensch.
Elizabeth. There you are. Finally. You have no idea how long I've been looking for you. You had me so worried.
Okay.
I Look. Your brooch. Mother's brooch. You must have lost it at the mine. Let me put it on for you, Betty. I wouldn't want you to lose it again.
Oh. Wird jetzt zur normalen Frau, oder was? Nee.
dead for 30 years, Edward.
Krass.
Elizabeth was never here. But
Ach
we
ja,
didn't
und wir
come for
suchen
her.
ganze Zeit, dass wir tot
We
ist.
came for Johann, and Anna, and Frederick, and Simon, and Ruth. We're here to tell their stories.
No. Elizabeth.
Oha, wie
She's
krass.
here.
You know Betty died when she was a baby. She drowned
Okay.
in the pond. And you found her. You were just 11. You carried her to your mother. And your mother,
She hated you for that.
she could never forgive you for bringing her baby to her.
Oh.
And you could never forgive yourself for what she did after. You always forget this. Because you don't want to be alone. So you bring Betty back. Again and again. To New York. To Boston. To the house. But always just out of reach. Never quite there. The scent of her. The echo of her. But never really her. And all it does is make you lonelier. But the thing is, Edward, you're never alone.
You have us.
And you'll always have us. Betty's...
Ja.
She was never there for you. She couldn't be.
30 Jahre.
We're a part of you.
Ja, ich
Forever.
habe auch manchmal so Horrorfilme gesehen, da passiert es auch so. Man denkt, es ist real, auf einmal so schon sehr lange tot. Das ist manchmal echt gruselig.
There's not room for all of us in there.
I couldn't save you, Elizabeth. I'm so sorry.
Heftig, 30 Jahre tot, aber er dachte nicht. Ahnung. Was sein.
It is as painful to wake from a vision as it is to be born anew.
Miss you. Erwachen. Der Tag. Wie das, ob er nur Kopf hat.
Goodbye, Betty.
Teddy bear, are you up? Come outside. It's a beautiful day. Had your noodle juice yet?
I might be weaned off the stuff.
Boo. Don't lose your taste for tea, old fruit. It keeps you human. We have unfinished business.
We do?
The final piece of the puzzle.
Ruth.
Come on. Let's go back to where it started. We have an appointment with a ghost.
Ein Gespenst. Okay.
Such an amazing view, isn't it? And the air. Ugh. Boy, that sure is something.
What did you want to show me?
Come sit down.
Oh, nicht runter.
Why did we come here, Teddy?
To Grovik? Well... Some places have gravity.
What are you saying? Gravewick's gravity pulled us across the Atlantic Ocean?
Grovik? No, I'm not saying that. That's irrational.
But you believe it, don't you? That we were summoned to tell their story.
Betty.
To find my sister.
But Betty's not... She was never here. It doesn't make sense.
The letter to Frederick.
The one you found in his safe. From Boston.
I may have overheard a conversation somewhere, paid it no attention, but the name stuck. And Betty... And I spun a story around it that put us on this path.
Do you really believe that? I mean, how often are you around people?
I'm a man of science. I don't know what to believe.
And yet, here we are. All three of us.
Is this what you wanted to show me?
I wanted to be close to her. Do you believe in ghosts, Edward?
You know I don't.
Well, you've been chasing one for years.
That's different.
What about me? Us.
You're not ghosts, you're alive.
Fair enough. So what really happened to Ruth?
I believe it was an accident.
How? What happened?
Your guess is as good as mine.
All right, she ran from the mine and came here. And then... Was she afraid? What made her run?
She could have been playing. Maybe it was slippery.
Just rotten luck? That's all it was? If only Ruth had wings, like an angel. She could have flown straight to heaven. I hope she's at peace. And with God. Do you think that's where everyone's gone?
They're dead. I don't believe there's anything more to it than that. But there's comfort in oblivion, and we won't be alone. We'll never know what happened to everyone in Grovik.
We tried our best. We'll remember them. All of them. Maybe that will give them some peace in oblivion. Could this be your book, Edward? The one you've been wanting to write? A story about people who are isolated, left behind by the world. You can give them all a proper ending, with no annoying loose threads. Edward, is that...
Our boat? But how?
Ein Boot.
Who cares? Let's catch it before it sets out on another adventure.
I don't understand how this can be.
Draugen got tired of sailing around in it and brought it back to us.
It must have been the wind.
Whatever helps you sleep at night, teddy bear. Let's blouse, while the weather's still good.
I need my suitcase.
So get a wiggle on, old boy. I'm going to say my goodbyes to all the things. I don't think we'll be back. Meet you at the house.
My goodness. Righty-ho. No rush. We have all day. What a beautiful day.
Ja, das können wir zeichnen. Was meinst du mit ASMR?
Oh, look at that. The ground's finally dried up.
Oh.
Come on, Teddy. Pack your things. I'll meet you by the boat.
Do you never sit still?
Don't be a wet blanket.
Die hüpft
Let's
jedes
get
Mal
like the
darum.
wind to get out of here.
Immer motiviert. Kennst nicht diese komische Format, wo jemand ein spezielles Mikrofon hat und da entweder reinatmet oder irgendwas gegenreibt. Leute schauen das zum Entspannen an. Ach, das meinst du? So, ich finde das nicht so entspannt irgendwie. Also. Oh Mann. So, Cover packen. Endreise, glaube ich. Ich habe vorhin mal kurz geguckt. Kann jetzt auch Grafik ein bisschen einstellen. Aber es ist doof, dass Roleplay nur 720 auch mit, naja, machen, ne? Aber wenn ich das dann abspiele bei Twitch, kann ich das noch nicht verstehen. Ja,
Come on, let's go. Row, Teddy, row.
so Endreise, glaube ich. Wenn ich was im Entspannenden gucken
water's still
möchte,
cold.
gucke ich mir meistens so
It's a fjord,
Regenvideos
Lissy.
an
And it's
oder
almost winter.
manchmal auch zum
There'll be snow
Einschlafen
when
so.
we get back to Hanover.
The house will be warm.
Are we going to be all right, Edward?
I think so.
Lebe wohl an alle Dinge und Spiel ist schon durch. Ja, ist schon in Ordnung, ja. Ich kann aber noch bei Remote Play, kann ich noch ein bisschen Filter, die Schärfe und so weiter noch ein bisschen einstellen. War schon durch? Okay. Fast 4 Stunden. Und was sagst du zu dem Spiel? Okay, das müssen wir uns leider anhören. Das ist lauter wie ich. Und wenn ich es bei YouTube zum Beispiel hochladen möchte, kommt auch nur leider 7. Was soll man machen, ne? Besser wie nichts. Geht ja noch. War leicht verwirrt, vor allem weil ich immer mal wieder draußen war und nicht auf Ja, also bei mir war das so gewesen, ich dachte so, dass jetzt wir eine suchen, weil die verschwunden ist oder irgendwas, dass wir nach ihr suchen. Und aber dass die schon 30 Jahre tot ist, schon heftig. Ich werde das nicht unbedingt nachspielen oder aber gibt's Schlimmeres? Ja, das stimmt, es gibt echt Schlimmeres. Ich habe mir jetzt auch viel, viel mehr dafür, versprochen, bin ich ehrlich. Zum Glück habe ich nix ausgegeben, weil ich habe mir das bei Play Store geholt. Da konntest du das dann runterladen, wenn du Premium hast, wenn es enthalten ist dann. Ich dachte so: „Ach, probiere ich mal was aus, 'n neues Spiel oder so.“ Aber ich muss sagen, also wer es gefällt, gerne, aber für mich ist es meins. Jetzt habe ich's mal gespielt, werde es auch nachher, YouTube hochladen. Die Leute es gerne angucken. Wenn's euch gefällt, könnt ihr auch 'n Daumen nach oben lassen bei also heißt, morgen kommt 'n anderes Spiel. Vielleicht spiele ich morgen Black Mirror weiter, der erste Teil. Weil da waren wir auch schon. Weil ich habe eigentlich gestern auch joggen, also morgen joggen eingetragen, aber ich wusste nicht, dass ich's in 4 Stunden durchspiele. Wer konnte das wissen, ne? Deswegen, werde ich morgen Black Mirror 1 weiterspielen. Ist auch nicht mehr viel, glaube ich, ist auch schon bald durch. Aber ich habe noch so viel, wird noch sehr, sehr viel. Ja klar, weil ich habe ja immer über die PS4 gestreamt, dann ist es ja automatisch, dass man einstellen kann, hoch 1080, ja, anderes. Aber das Problem ist halt, ich kann nicht direkt der PlayStation dann hier, dann muss ich, glaube ich, Capture Card benutzen. Wie ich das genau mache, schauen. Bei Roleplay spielt er dann nur, naja, kein Bild mehr. Ja, fand ich auch. Deswegen habe ich mir das, ich zeig dir mal kurz, wie die Hülle aussieht. Mega aus. Die hier, die schimmert so leicht silberlich. Da kann man sogar darin spiegeln. Mit dieser ganz alte Hülle. Richtig cool. Habe ich mir bei Amazon bestellt gehabt, kam auch gestern an, Gott sei Dank. Und dann habe ich auch noch einen dritten Teil. Den habe ich auch auf PC. Ich hoffe, das funktioniert auch noch gucken alles. Aber wir spielen jetzt erstmal morgen dann Mafia. Komme ich immer auf Mafia? Ich glaube, ich war gestern so in Rage gewesen wegen dem Spiel. Oh ja, ja. Das war echt Katastrophe. Ja, Black Mirror 1 schwör. Freue ich mich schon drauf. War auf jeden Fall spannend, auch der Action. So, ich kann jetzt, wie gesagt, erstmal Audio checken. Das macht weitaus mehr. Das stimmt auf jeden Fall. Ja, Audio ist echt das Wichtigste. Der PlayStation hatte ich immer gut Audio gehabt. Keine Ahnung, wie das funktioniert, weil ich habe das immer hier unten, den PlayStation Controller. Psst. Kann man nicht reden. PlayStation dort. Sehr schön. I love it. Hm. Ja, jetzt geht die Krise hier mal. Oh Gott. Ähm, Kabel. Ich war echt am Durchdrehen, glaub mir. Das war echt 'ne Katastrophe, weil Problem war einfach, dass du musst ja selber schalten. Du musst dann auch, wie heißt das? Ja, dann musst du noch lenken. Willst du den Laster überholen, dann auf einmal kracht der mir noch gegen mich, dass ich erst mal keine Ahnung wohin fliege. Und ja, war echt heftig, sage ich dir. War echt am Durchdrehen, aber irgendwann nervt das auch, wenn du die ganze Zeit versuchst, dann geht es nicht. Da habe ich mir gesagt: dann aus und versuche es irgendwann mal privat in Ruhe und dann mal weiter würde ich ja, bin auf jeden Fall gespannt. Gut, ich hoffe, dir hat soweit der Stream gefallen. Danke, dass du da warst und Dank. Wenn du magst, kannst du auch am Sonntag wieder vorbeischauen. Ab 15 Uhr bin ich dann morgen ja live. Dann machen wir Black Mirror weiter. Ja, ja, das war's dann auch eigentlich. Dann werde ich auf jeden Fall nach der Audi gucken. Gut, dann wünsche ich dir noch ein schönes Wochenende. So. Ja, genieß das Wochenende. Du weißt, geht immer schnell vorbei. Erste Ge ja, schon immer beim ersten ja umgestellt. Ah ja, so ist es manchmal. Manchmal auch, wenn man zu lange